As a Barbadian, my constitution is extremely important to me, and I would like to pray that those entrusted with crafting a direction for our country would fully appreciate the weight of what we have given you to do. I hope that you understand that the decisions you take can impact not only you and I, but our children and our children's children. This constitution is a possible turning point for good or evil. I am contributing because I want those charged with pulling together the Constitution to pull together a good one. A Constitution is not just for a minority, it is for everyone. I believe that for the Constitution to be considered good, it must contain certain things. One, a clear and profound reverence to God that clearly indicates Barbados' dependence on God's divine intervention. Two, freedom of speech. As an individual, I must be able to say what I believe. That should be a right protected by the Constitution. Discrimination on sexual orientation and using things like gender terms, those can be a problem. Homosexuality is already protected because homosexuals, transgenders, they are people, and the rights of people should be protected. We don't need to be specific about homosexuals or transgenders. Three, the right to vote and to have a say as to those I have voted for have chosen to go in the direction that I support. The Constitution should allow for petitions. I agree, the youngster that came up and spoke about this. A petition should be able to be done with sufficient signatories to allow us to raise a no confidence vote, and then those who raise that particular petition should be able to go with at least 2 representatives into Parliament to debate that petition and that position with the parliamentarians as well in order, and it should be aired publicly so that everyone would be able to hear the entire thing. 4, the Constitution should protect individuals' rights to land. Government should not be able to force an individual to give up their land or set such rates on land tax as to effectively force poor people to give up their land. 5, there should be protection for whistleblowers, whether they are doctors, nurses, police, teachers. If they see something going wrong and they raise the matter internally and it is not dealt with, these people should have the right to raise the matter publicly without repercussions or consequences. A good constitution encourages citizens to speak out in the face of wrongdoing. All and after all, the only thing necessary for evil to prevail is for good men to do nothing or say nothing. Financial accountability, this is number 6. In government, financials of all government and associated institutions and corporations should be completed and audited within 6 months after the end of the financial year. Failure to complete and submit audited accounts within the time frame should carry penalties of termination for the chairman of the board and a disciplinary warning for the chief executive officer of the organization, as well as one for the permanent secretary under whom the institution falls. 7, finally, a good constitution must be Barbadian motivated. Our constitution must reflect our beliefs and our values, not the beliefs and values of some billionaire in Canada or some president from America. It must reflect what we Barbadians hold dear. We hold our children dear and near to us. It must reflect what we Barbadians care about. Our constitution must protect our children. The debacle that resulted in hundreds of school children and their parents being traumatized, private information of our children being submitted to foreigners that we don't even know who they are, was ridiculous in my mind. Today, no word as to how we will ensure that this doesn't happen again or how the victims of this crime would be compensated. No word. The Constitution must protect against the abuse of children, specifically ensuring that our children are raised in the way that we, the parents of Barbados, want them to be raised. Not raised based on ideas of people in Sweden, America, Canada, and all of these big shot countries, but based on us Bajan parents. With that in mind, we do not want our Constitution to endorse any continuing sexuality education for our children or to legalize child mutilation in an effort to support the changing of a minor's gender from male to female or vice versa. We don't want that in our Constitution.
Can I ask you
At the end of it all, a good Constitution must reflect common sense. I have outlined some of the things which simply reflect common sense. I pray that those entrusted to prepare the Constitution would have the common sense to ensure that these matters are properly dealt with in our Constitution. Thank you very much.
Thank you.